Once again, and I'm just doing a video on my video game console collection. I'm gonna just jump right into it. I'm passionate about gaming, and I'm very passionate about collecting consoles, man. So let's just go through it one by one, starting at the very bottom. The original Nintendo Game Boy, the godfather of modern handheld gaming. All right, jump to the modern era. Late great cousin of the Game Boy, the Nintendo DS Lite. You can tell that I have the special edition Zelda Triforce edition, gold colored. Beautiful little console, best-selling handheld console of all time. Jump into the home systems. I got the one that is the reason why every gamer games today, because at one point in their life they had or they played this, and it changed their life. The Nintendo Entertainment System, 8-bit NES. I actually have two, and this one is modified. The other one I have hooked up to the TV so I can play. So it's a beautiful console. This is what started the gaming buzz in the late 80s. Next generation was the Super Nintendo, or the SNES. This is of course a Model 2 design. You can tell by how small it is. They took away that huge eject button that was in the middle of the original design. Just gave you a power switch, on off, reset, and a cartridge slot right here. Two controller ports, some of the best games ever on that console. The next generation was my favorite, and still is my favorite system of all time, the most revolutionary system of all time in my opinion. It is the Nintendo 64. Get in or get out. It is the best console ever in my opinion. 4 controller ports and a compartment here at the top of the system deck for added RAM, which I have, the expansion pack, which adds RAM for better resolution, better graphics, and better sound, and some games actually required it. Some of the best titles ever created in gaming history on that system, such as The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, just to mention one. And the next generation was the Nintendo Gamecube. 4 controller ports, 2 memory card slots. It's got a little handle right here. See how small and portable it is? Great system, great graphics. It's Nintendo's first CD-based system. When you hit the open button here, you'll see that it's mini discs. You see that right there? It's mini discs, not full-size CDs, but it's still great. Great games, great graphics, wonderful console. 4 controller ports, 2 memory cards, like I said, just beautiful design. One of the best systems ever. And the next generation is this generation, and the current generation champion, the Nintendo Wii. Best console out right now, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions. And just so many reasons why. First of all, the way the system is built. Doesn't have an internal hard drive, which is a shame, but it does give you this little slot for SD cards, so you can have added storage. Got your power and reset buttons here, your eject button here, you got your disk drive, and at the very top of the system, if you have it set up on the Wii stand like this, you'll notice the top has 2 drawers or 2 flaps, and they open up, and you have 4 GameCube controller ports, because that means the Wii is 100% backward compatible. Let me get it out of the light, or out of the shadow, I should say, so you can see it. See it? 4 GameCube controller ports, and you also have 2 GameCube memory card slots, making the system fully 100% backward compatible with the Nintendo GameCube. So if you buy a Wii, you're automatically getting 2 systems in one, which is amazing. Best console out there, best games, Mario Galaxy, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and with the motion controls revolutionizing gaming, the way the 64 revolutionized it, it's just unstoppable. That's all the Nintendo consoles. Yes, I do have them all, just in case you were wondering. Jumping to Sony, we got the original Model 1 Sony PlayStation. This was the first competitor to ever dethrone Nintendo. Of course, Nintendo came back with a fury, but it's got 2 controller ports, 2 memory card slots, power, open, and reset. Reset. Beautiful looking console. I just love the design of this console, man. It's just beautiful to look at. It's got some very good titles. And then I got this hulking, massive 80 gig PlayStation 3, and it just has so much functionality. I mean, you open up this deck right here, and you'll see you got some SD card slots in there. You got some, you got 4 different USB ports right there, and just so much stuff. And built-in Wi-Fi, built-in Blu-ray player, just does absolutely everything. Downloads games, downloads movies, shows, everything, man. It's amazing. It's a wonderful console. Love it. I enjoy it very much. I don't have a PlayStation 2 because I don't really like that system. I don't really think there was much to get my attention on that system. I will get one day for collector's purposes, but I'm not going to be willing to pay more than like $40 for it. So I won't get it for a while. Going on to Sega, you got a Model 1 Sega Genesis. Old school, man. You got the volume knob right here. Old school power switch on and off. You got a headphone jack right there. And you got the reset button right there. Great console, some of the best games: Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Shining Force, Fantasy Star. I mean, just a bunch of great games. There it is. Echo the Dolphin. Great console. Going on with Sega, you'll see the console that I purchased this weekend, my newest console, newest addition to my collection, and the only console that I never, at one point in my life, owned, that is now in my collection, and that is the 32-bit Sega Saturn. This is a Model 1 console. Got the power, open, and reset buttons. 2 controller ports in the front. It is a Model 1, but I got it with the Model 2 controller, so it's the best controller. And you got a little cartridge slot back here. No, it is not backward compatible with the Sega Genesis. That is for cartridges that add RAM and the ability to play imports, which apparently was a very big deal with the Saturn because the imports were the best. Then we go on for the last system of Sega, and the one I felt got it right, Sega Dreamcast. Beautifully designed console, compact little console, CE based, power, open. Got a built-in modem on the back for online play. First system to include that. Just a great console, man. One of the best of all time. Then going on from Sega, the last console in my collection. This is a monster's heavy. It is the original Microsoft Xbox. Okay, you got 4 controller ports in the front, power and open buttons right there. Beautiful design on the top. Even though it is huge, it's got a beautiful X design on the top, and it has a Ethernet connection in the back. Right here, or right there, for online play. Great console, man. Has some good games. I got it because my GameCube was great. I loved it, but there were some games that weren't coming out on GameCube. They were only coming out on the Xbox, so I got it for Star Wars games mainly, some sports games. But it's a very good console. I'm not gonna get a 360 because I'm not paying money for something to break down on me. But this one is very good, very sturdy, just solid system, bro. It looks like an old school VCR, but it has some wonderful graphics and some wonderful titles. So there you have it, folks. That is my video game console collection. Total of 13 systems. 14 if you count the extra NES that I have. Just run through it real quick once again. Game Boy, DS, PS1, Dreamcast, PS3, Wii, Gamecube, 64, Genesis, NES, SNES, Saturn, and Xbox. 13 consoles. Loving every minute of it, man. I love gaming, I love collecting. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you see any consoles in this collection that you would like me to do a review on, I'll be more than happy to. Just leave me a comment in the comment section. And that's it, man. I'll be doing more reviews later on today and tomorrow if I get the chance, God willing. Just hope y'all enjoyed. Stay gaming, baby. This is what we do. God bless.